So today I will be sharing how to make candied coconut macaroons. For the ingredients, we need 1.5 tablespoon of butter or 20 grams, 1.5 cups of shredded coconut, and 1 can or 395 grams of condensed milk. In a saucepan, add the butter. The heat should be low at this point. Once the butter coat the bottom of the pan, we can add the condensed milk. And once the condensed milk is all in, stir immediately. At this point, we can add the shredded coconut. Then increase the temperature of the heat about medium heat, and then we will continuously stir this for about 4 to 6 minutes or until the coconut and the condensed milk comes together and it's less wet. And this is what we're looking for. We're gonna take this out of the heat now. Be careful because the bottom will start to burn. And then in a heat-proof bowl, spread a little oil or spray a little oil. Then transfer the coconut condensed milk mixture. And then just spread this, and then we will let this cool down in the fridge or the freezer so it cools down quickly. Cooling this down will not take very long. If you cool this down in the freezer, it might take 10 minutes for this to cool down completely. So after 10 minutes, we're ready to roll the macaroons. I'm dividing each macaroon about half a tablespoon each. So this is half a tablespoon. So continue doing this to the rest of the macaroons. And once you're done forming the macaroons into a ball, put this back in the fridge while we work on the caramel. For the caramel shell, we need 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of lemon, and half a cup of water. If you don't have lemon, you can use white vinegar. So in a heavy base saucepan, combine the sugar, the water, and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Again, if you don't have lemon juice, you can use vinegar. So just quickly mix this. And now we're going to move on to the stove with the heat setting medium heat. We're going to cook this covered until the sugar turns into amber. Once the sugar starts turning amber color just like this, we have to watch this very point. The sugar or the caramel will easily burn. At this point, take this out of the heat because the sugar will still continue cooking even if it's not on the heat anymore. So you have to work fairly quickly here and be very careful. The sugar or the caramel is really hot. It can really burn you. Use a fork doing this, not a spoon. So just dunk the coconut macaroons into the sugar syrup. Though again, do not use the spoon. It absorbs so much of the caramel. Best to use a fork. Make sure when you're doing this, there's no children around you. This is quite dangerous to do. So continue doing this until you finish all the macaroons. The caramel will form a thin shell that will also help preserve the macaroons. And this is what they look like. Let it cool down completely before touching this. And I use small cupcake liner to individually separate the coconut macaroons. And this is our finished product. I hope you give this a try. This is really good. I can guarantee that you're going to love this. And just to show you what it sound like and look like when you break one in half. For watching, and I'll see you again next week. So I hope you give this a try. Bye.